Alright, so we are back for hour number 3. Uh, there's really not much to say. I guess, I have to reply to Sierra. What did Sierra ask again?
Wow, 5 minutes later. I think she asked, well,
How we're
I
gonna
guess we're
find...
sort of on the same journey. How do you guys want to go about this? And she's speaking more generally because she realizes it's a group setting, but, kind of leaning closer in towards Kiyomi.
Kiyomi, uh, I guess she'll just say, well, we need to know where this shard is. Looks around the room a little bit.
I guess that's something I should know because I asked her before that lady left. I asked her where I was supposed to go, but I don't think she ever answered. So can we retcon and have her have answered?
She
thought you were
said
gonna
it's
burn
to
the
the
thing.
east, and she told that name, Nilo, that it's a group of monks in a old keep.
Oh, that's right. So we all kind of have a piece of the information.
Oh, okay, so we're kind of putting it together now.
Yeah. So yeah, Mordecai would chime in and would say, the lady told me it's to the east of this location. I know not where or what we'd be looking for outside of the artifacts.
I guess that would be where Seer would chime in and say, well, what I know of it is that, what Sendo said, it's associated to rogue monks, evil rogue monks at such and such keep. Did she specify to her what kind of keep?
No, she just said a keep.
Just a keep. That's all I know. Did anyone get anything else different?
I would... Kiyomi would recall to the piece of paper, but she wouldn't remember. There's no way.
Well, she downed her drink right beforehand, so I doubt it.
She's not really all there.
Also,
Drink the ashes.
also 6 wisdom. Not a lot of memorization involved.
Oh, her short-term memory might be bad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fun.
All right. So I
Cool.
guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
What's Krunk doing?
Crunk was looking at. Never mind. He was doing nothing.
Just hanging out.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think secretly that's my favorite
Crunk.
character.
Crunk jumps on top of the table and says, "Mordecai, it looks like we're all in this together, and there's no need to be rude to people because one day you might need somebody to save your life."
Mordecai looks at him and says, he says, I need no help from those who feel they should put feet on tables. And he looks back at the group and he says, look, he repeats himself. He says, again, I'm not here for any kind of rewards or any kind of the whatever we may find along this way. He says, I'm simply looking to know more about the artifacts that we're finding. He said, and afterwards you can keep them or give them back to the lady or whatever you do with them. I need none of that, but just the knowledge.
Crunk says, "Wait, what? You don't want loot? Even if there's emeralds and rubies?"
He shakes his head and he says, I have everything I need between my own knowledge and what my patron grants me.
Oh, we might get along after all. I'll take your loot.
Kiyomi looks over to
Sarah chimes in, excuse you, I would like a piece of the loot, if only for my monkhood, the monastery that I come from.
Give me some of that loot.
Can at
Kiyomi
least
looks
take care
over
of
at-
my people.
Kiyomi looks over at Mordecai and she looks him in the eyes and says, well, I've got an idea. Come with me. And she walks.
I don't even know who she is yet.
Well, you're so passionately on a table.
I know. He like
We
got
should
up.
be a team. I
Teamwork.
don't even know you.
So as Mordecai's following me, you should be behind me, but
Oh.
she uses her sleight of hand to knock the table that the drink is sat on, making it look like Mordecai made it fall.
Oh no.
Wow.
What was that sleight of hand?
+5, which I rolled, but oh no, I did //R for some reason. 17. And as it
Want to give me a
falls,
perception?
Whose perception? Mine.
yeah,
Unless you don't want to notice.
5.
I don't know why it gives you 2. You don't have an advantage.
Just for it's just in case you have advantage or disadvantage, because they don't have rolls for advantage or disadvantage. And as it hits, the ground, Kiyomi's gonna like give a little scream, as if like it scares her.
Yeah, the barkeep saw you do that.
Oh,
And then
He
she
is looking right at you.
no.
she glances at the corner of her eye, and realizes this, and then just keeps on walking.
Mordecai is just following. He apparently doesn't even notice that it falls over.
Wow.
All right,
My perception was terrible.
all right. I guess she goes over here and like asks Mordecai to show her. Whoa, not that close. She stands back, right on top of her.
Yeah.
So
He stands on her shoulders. What did you need?
so she looks over at Mordecai and she's just like, so your shard, was it like hers?
Mordecai thinks for a second, and he recalls and he says, I wasn't quite sure. She didn't let me look at it the way I would hope to have, but it did resemble mine quite closely.
May I see your crystal?
He raises an eyebrow and he says, "Not after I've seen you cheat in a game of cards. Absolutely not."
I will hold it out blatantly for you. I've got no fakes on me, no replicas to switch between.
He inquires. He says, "Well, what do you need to see it for?"
Let's say curiosity's sake.
He denies. He says that that's not a good enough answer. If it's not pertinent to what we need for the mission or the quest or whatever you want to call it, then I have no interest in showing you.
She looks at him for a second and sighs. Says, maybe someday.
He agrees and then walks back to the group. Plunk.
I guess Kiyomi will... I don't know. What will Kiyomi do?
Also, Krunk is not a dwarf. Are you half dwarf?
What are you?
I'm
How many-
human that was
Full
raised by
human.
dwarves. Didn't you?
Oh,
Oh, human.
okay.
Didn't you hear my wall of text
Sorry.
in the beginning?
He's a very
Yeah,
cool
no,
human.
I
All
did, but I
I
think
guess
I
I
was,
put everybody to sleep with that.
I was thrown off by like the epic beard. That's what.
Yeah. We were
I
like,
was like-
oh, he's very believable.
Yeah, I mean, he acts like a dwarf and speaks with like a, that dwarven accent or whatever because that's
Yeah.
where he was raised. But so it's easy to mistake him.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess, except that he's 5'10".
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the height was supposed to throw me off.
Yeah.
So he was basically tall as shit on that table.
God, he might have broken it. Can he roll to make sure he didn't break it?
It depends on the weight.
That looks pretty sturdy.
It's
But I
probably.
am carrying like 120 pounds of gear. And I weigh 190.
By the way, Sendo,
310.
Yeah.
Did I understand what incantations that Mordecai was saying? Because I know Draconic.
No.
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 Okay.
It wouldn't be draconic for me.
All right. What about the woman
What would it
when she flipped out, or was that just her flipping out?
That was just her flipping out.
Okay. She's just gonna lean against the table here and ponder.
She's pondering about life.
Yes.
It's tough.
Crunk jumps down and says, "Hey, who's the other guy?"
He points over. He says, "You mean that woman?"
Oh. Who is she?
He says, "She's weird. We should probably make haste."
So this dwarf here looks at you and he's like, I know where these rogue monks are.
This one here?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll
Mordecai.
tell you for price.
What price?
Okay. Mordecai was interested. Mordecai is no longer interested.
Sarah's intrigued. She wants to know more about the monks. So she responds to him and says, what price? At what price?
Oh, maybe couple gold.
Let me
Trunk.
twirl my spear a little bit longer. So, excuse me?
Crunk walks over and says to him in Dwarvish, "My brother, how could you possibly charge us for a bit of friendly information?"
He looks at you and in Dwarvis he says, I'm no brother of yours.
Crunk sneers at him and says, "We could always just beat it out of you."
Not too bad we can't understand this.
I know. I was gonna say Mordecai would kind
Sarah
of.
would be like, a fight, yeah.
He looks at you and he's like, sure, if you want to be the enemy of every guard in the city.
That might not be such a good idea.
Does Kiyomi hear this?
Shouldn't I have rolled an intimidation on that, though?
You can.
Can someone lower
We'll
the
still say that.
Can
Oh, you're still gonna say that? It's so good.
By the way, is this just a Venari sitting up here with that?
Yeah, Vinar.
Wait,
Just sitting there quietly drinking, petting his wolf occasionally.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's a her, is it Laura back again?
No.
Kiyomi's just
Rip in
gonna
peace, Laura.
shuffle her cards while looking at the Venari and the wolf curiously. While trying to ignore what's going on down here with the guards and the...
So he still says that, even though he's kind of afraid. He can tell that your intimidation was intimidating, but he
You also have like a dwarven like military thing hanging from my neck, like a big medallion. But
and like I told you
don't know
before,
if
this
you're
dwarf has never been around any other dwarves.
that's true.
You could tell that he's a
dwarf's not been around other dwarves.
what?
Did you just say that dwarf, like the guard he's speaking to, has never been around other dwarves?
Right.
Okay.
Crunk says, "What clan do you hail from?"
No clan.
Oh, I see now. It's all clear.
Really?
How much money do you need for this information?
Like I told your friend.
See,
a
you have
couple
no
of-
clan. You must be in need.
He told you a couple of gold.
And how do we know you're telling the truth?
You don't.
Insight?
He is not a nice guard.
Well, he has this human walk up to him, call him brother, and then intimidate him.
Yeah, now he's kind of shut down.
This is the most racist game of D&D
Oh
I've played.
Sendo, why?
It's not my fault.
It's not his fault. He's a DM. He's not in control.
It's like, I can't help it that he's a tiefling god.
By the way, is Venari doing anything of note?
He's now staring at you because you're staring at him.
Is the wolf staring as well?
Bitch gets stepping.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Kiyomi.
So what did he say? How do I know I can trust him?
He said, you don't.
Hmm.
He
Can any
said,
of
but
us
considering
There's an
the information
intuition.
you guys have,
Isn't there? Skill.
what?
Isn't there an intuition or something?
Yeah, can we perceive this going awry and kind of sort of try to intervene to...
Well, we can't because we can't understand their dwarvish.
Yeah, but can I look and be like, it's obviously a tense conversation.
Oh.
Maybe we should step in to say something too. And I'll wink at Mordecai and be like, go bully that guy now. Get some info out of him, please.
Uh,
I rolled an 18 and didn't get no info. I don't know.
yeah. Mordecai comes up to Krunk and says, I don't understand what you guys are talking about. But if this guy needs money to get us to where we need to go, then let's just give him the money and go.
Krunk says, perhaps you're right. His dwarven is rather poor. Perhaps we should carry this conversation forward within the common tongue. But I don't think we'll get anything out of him without paying him. But how do we know we can trust him?
Mordecai walks up to the guard or whatever, or I don't know what he is. He's just a dwarf to me, right? And I'm actually going to use my awakened mind, which is basically I can communicate telepathically with any creature that I can see within 30 feet. I don't need to share a language, but he speaks common, so it doesn't matter. And I tell the guard that what do I tell the guard? Or the
Somebody
dwarf?
starts speaking inside his mind.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I just tell him that I said we're not looking for any trouble. We just need to find this location. It would be of great service if you could do so without charging. If we find any kind of like treasures along the way or something, I'll see about getting a piece of it for you.
You can see him visibly sigh as he says, fine. He pulls out a map and rolls it across the table.
Okay. I'll step to his side and look over and at the map.
I'll move in a little bit because I want to peek.
And he points to a grouping of trees off to the east. Just where the swamp starts. Says, this is where they are.
Okay. Am I able to determine, like, is there some sort of legend that lets us know, like, how long of a travel it is on foot?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be about 3 days.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, he pats the dwarf on the shoulder and says, I greatly appreciate your assistance, and we'll be returning here when we're finished, and I'll make good on my promise to you. He says that out loud. Of course, nobody else heard the first piece of it, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I turn back to the group, and it says, so we now know where it's at, and it's about 3 days worth travel. We should probably make haste. It's still, what time is it right now?
Wow, Peter.
Huh?
It says, so it's not even a person anymore?
What did I say?
Sorry, I can't help it.
That was funny.
Currently, it is 1 p.m.
Oh, I was saying it, referring to the map.
Oh, I thought you were referring to your character. It says.
No. Yeah, no. I was saying it says, as in the map says, it's about 3 days.
Oh my.
But by the way, does
that was confusing. Whatever.
does a wolf or the Venari do anything when I tilt my head?
He's the one to kill a wolf.
Yeah, it tilts his head back at you.
The wolf does.
You could get 20 gold for that wolf skin.
I was going to say, did we miss him picking back up the flyers?
Oh no! No.
His sleight of hand wasn't actually knocking over the beer. It was picking up the flyer and being like,
Oh, no animal cruelty now.
Kiyomi smiles at the wolf.
It smiles, except for there's a growl behind it.
It's fine.
Mordecai's like, I'm not helping. No, I'm kidding.
So,
Sarah gets kind of impatient now. She's like, well, when are we going to go? Can we go?
Yeah. No, Mordecai's on board. He wants to leave as soon as possible. So he's
Trump
down.
says, what are we going to do with this one? And points at Kiyomi.
She dances with the wolves over there.
Yeah, Mordecai shrugs his shoulders, says, I've no time to waste with somebody who's not going to contribute. So you guys can grab him if you want, but I'm heading out.
Her. Whoa!
Her. Sorry.
Sorry, I started that with my little.
Yeah. Ruined it.
Anyone right?
Oh gosh. I mean, apparently I'm an it now, so.
There's nothing wrong with that, okay?
So yeah, Mordecai starts to walk out the door.
Okay.
I guess Sarah's gonna
Follow?
turn towards Kiyomi and say, "Are you gonna go with us? Or are you gonna be dances with wolves over there?"
Kiyomi like lifts her hand and like as like a little wave, and then looks the Venari right in the eyes, and gives the Venari a wink. Then she gets up and leaves.
Nice. That's cute. Yeah, I'm going outside
She's
too.
flirting with the monkey man.
Not really sure what's going on there.
Just a wink.
Cut out. Just a wink and a wave. Very nice.
Yes. And we're off to see the wizard. The wonderful wizard.
Oh wow, finally. We're on a mission. Nice.
Yay, we're out of the tavern.
Yeah! Cool.
Great. Thanks everybody for watching. That's the end of
You're not the DM, I quit.
Oh man.
Bye.
So, everybody in the right spot?
By the way, Peter, the funny thing is that's like perfect ending, the perfect timing for the end of an episode too. So.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
wasn't it?
Get screwed, YouTube.
10 minutes till,
Yeah.
because somebody was late. And you guys spent a lot of time in the tavern.
Yes. All right.
Wasn't
So-
that late? Jesus.
First of all, Kiyomi's like not that close. She's actually more over here than over there, honestly.
Mordecai feels uneasy and casts Thunderstorm. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
I don't even know if that's a real spell.
Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I learned that as if I do the...
I think
I
you
know
do
why
too.
people
Four elements.
use it.
Uh,
Okay, so I guess we're walking. I don't know if anybody else is like, if there's any
Nobody
preference.
said anything about buying a cart or a horse.
You don't
No,
have enough
you think
money
we have the
any
money
of
for that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was,
Uh,
I think a horse, a riding horse with saddle and bridle is like 97 gold altogether.
damn.
I
Yeah.
could write it, but not pay for it.
Yeah. No.
Wait, I have a question. When he asked how far this keep is, you said by foot it's 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be walking for a few days, I guess.
Well, that's the thing.
Shit.
Mordecai is very when it comes to his knowledge searching, he's very one-tracked in terms of that. So, I mean, he doesn't care how it's done. If somebody chimes in and says, "Hey, I've got a way to go," he'll stop and listen. But if nobody says anything, he's just going. So,
I have a feeling poor Crunk's gonna get manipulated out of hell and back in this game.
Aw, he's just so sweet though, you know? Kinda easy.
oh, he's easy. There it is. He's easy.
No, not like that.
Poor Grunk.
Aw, he's very endearing.
I'll take care of you.
Crunk's
guys.
smart though. Crunk's the only one with a bedroll.
Fair play, fair play.
True.
It's gonna be 4 people, 1 bedroll.
Oh, I don't know.
3.
Here, let me separate.
4 party members, 1 bedroll. It's the new internet phenomena.
Oh god. All right.
All
All
right.
right, what are
let's
we
move
doing?
on.
Are we-
Yeah. He's Mordecai's walking. So
Yeah, we're advancing.
I am trying to find the creature I'm looking for.
Uh-oh.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna be in the middle. Safer. Unless it spawns.
So yeah,
Dude, that monk.
the first day goes uneventfully.
Okay.
Second day, there is something happening.
Oh,
Why can't this be
Cat.
easy?
It's never easy.
we can go back to bickering.
Sorry, I actually
Go back to
wanted
Bicker.
to mention too. I had a voice for Mordecai, but it's very deep, and my throat's just not having it right now. So
Maybe next
hopefully
session.
next session will be good.
You're gonna have.
We can't.
Are you
You
gonna
guys got
have?
attacked by a bunch of shrubs.
we were attacked by plants.
Yeah, maybe it's easy experience. I don't care.
There's a geomancer nearby.
'Cause as long as I can stab it. Why you thought that was funny? Don't choke. That'll make your
I
headache
almost
worse.
spit like Gatorade everywhere because all I heard you say was like, "Hey, if there's ever a problem, stab it." So
Well,
I imagine like while you're walking,
that's
you're just going like this
that
the whole
way.
time.
Yeah, that's kind of how she is, Sarah. I think
Yeah.
she has that sense of humor. It's alright. We'll just stab our problems away. Or pierce. I believe it's piercing to be technical.
Very patient and monk-like.
I know.
I know.
That's
Well,
part of her backstory. She wasn't really a monk until very recently. She's
yeah.
still figuring out the ropes.
By the way, she's also missing a name.
Is she?
Oh.
Well, she sees it. You guys don't.
Yeah.
She the only problem like that?
No, she's good now.
Yeah, because I fixed her.
Oh. Well, GG, Sendo.
I know, right?
All right.
Okay, so you guys are traveling down this road when you hear a howling sound in the distance.